Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Monster Tamer Showcase, the segment of this channel in which we showcase various Monster Tamer games. Now, we're going to be talking about Necromancer's Gift today. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I cover it every week in Monster Tamer news, and I did do a video going over their recent Q&A, but we haven't actually done a general overview of the game, so that's going to be this video. Now, what is Necromancer's Gift? Necromancer's Gift is essentially a Monster Tamer RPG that focuses on turn-based battles, permadeath, and instead of an overworld, you're going to have sort of like rooms and floors, sort of like what you see in Cerulean with realms and depths. What I want to do for this video is I want to go through the monsters, as you can see here. This is actually just a fraction of the total monsters that we've seen. We're going to go through that, we're going to go through their Twitter information, and then the dev did release a OST for the battle music of the game, so we're gonna end off with that. So yeah, we're gonna start here. So as you can see, we currently have roughly 8 lines that have been officially added to the bestiary. By the way, I can leave this the link to this website in the description for you guys. But the monsters of Necromancer's Gift are very, I guess you could say they're dark. They're generally featuring very cool colors. I really like them. You got the turtle, you got the shark, you got whatever this thing on the bottom is, scorpion, the hand thing. They're all really good designs. I've said this a few times now, but I think Necromancer's Gift has some of the best designs for 2D monster tamers that I've seen. We also have the battle UI. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be turn-based battles, 1v1. As you can see, there's a snake here, which isn't here, right? So there are a few monsters that aren't on this bestiary that we're going to be seeing. But yeah, as you can see, the battles are 1v1, like I stated. And you know what? We're just going to read through this, and then I'll show you guys all of it. So battle UI. This week, I mostly worked on making the in-game battle UI. Awesome. The main takeaway from the Reddit feedback post that I made was that it was not clear who was fighting who, and there were way too many elements in the UI. I fixed that by facing each mon against one another and removing XP bars, affinity badges, and visual elements that made it harder to read what was going on. For reference, here are a couple screenshots of how the battle UI has changed over time. So I'm guessing this is the old UI. Yeah, it seems very overly complicated in these other screenshots. It looks nice. I like the new version. It's very nice. It's very clear, and it's not too overly complicated. Now, I'm not sure if he's going with the one on the top here or the one on the bottom, because as you can see, the one on the bottom, you're kind of in the center. I like the top one. I think the top one's the nicest one, personally. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that. So we got the monsters. We got the Twitter page here now. As we scroll up, you're going to see some things that perhaps we haven't seen already. So this is some of the art. I believe these are the starters. And this guy in the middle is obviously the Necromancer. Now, the story of this game is that you're just a dude walking his dog, and your dog runs away, and somehow you, in trying to follow your dog, you end up in the Necromancer's lair. Now, LDD, the developer, told me something to the effect of, the game's gonna sort of be from the perspective of the Necromancer and the dog, and you're basically battling through this place to get to your dog, essentially. You know, man's best friend. You gotta help him out, you know. So this is a sneak peek at the map. It's pretty cool. So there's no random battles in the game. It's all preset, I guess. There's another one of these. This is some sort of sky battleground. I really like the battlegrounds that they have. Like they're really nice. They're not too detailed, but they're not too under detailed as well. What else we got here? Yeah, here's another one that wasn't in the thing here. See. I might have to make every Necromancer's Gift monster explained video at some point. Once we get more information about each monster, like descriptions and stuff like that, that's definitely something that I'd look into. Obviously there's evolution and stuff. So this is the fire starter we just talked about. I believe he's here. Oh, perhaps not. I guess the starter's on here either. Yeah, so definitely the Twitter page has all the monsters that we've seen. So this is the fire starter and its evolution. We got the water starter. And whatever this thing is. We got a cat. Handboy is one of my favorites. Yeah, there's like a ton of information on this game up like on the Twitter page. I'll link the Twitter in the description as well. But yeah, okay, this is what I was trying to find. So there's not just battling monsters like you see in Cerulean. There's also going to be people in the lair that you have to fight through. Apparently I'm going to be somewhere in the game, so I'm assuming I'm going to be one of these people. But yeah, the first floor, they're called floor leaders. I'm curious now. What I am curious about is how many floors there's going to be, and how many leaders or if each floor will have a leader, or if it's like, okay, you get to like floor 10, then there's a leader. You get to floor 20, then there's a leader. I'm curious as to exactly how long the game will be, and what the total amount of leaders will be. It's interesting though. I do like, that's one thing I definitely like, is that there's going to be other humans to battle and stuff like that. Because in Cerulean, for example, you're mostly just battling monsters. You're not really battling people. The monsters are sentient, like a lot of them in Cerulean, but I like that there's going to be some like person versus person interactions. So this is the second guy. There's another guy. And then they showcase this. So this is sort of like the shadows of all of them. So that's 5. All the floor leaders from Necromancer's Gift in their shadow form. So I still don't know what a shadow form is. And I'm not sure if these are all of the ones that are going to be in the game, or if these are all of the ones that are made right now. So that's another thing we gotta keep in mind. This is some old art image. So as you can see, there's a few monsters that weren't in the bestiary here. Oh, the type chart, which actually we can go here. So let's talk about Necromancer's Gift types. So in the game, they're going to have 6 types, and they're referred to as affinities. I'm going to read this off for you guys, and then we'll talk about it. So in this blog post, we'll cover various affinities in the game. Affinity List, affinity groups, attack modifiers, SAM, and CAD. For all intents and purposes, affinities are just game-specific terms for types of other Monster Tamer games. So the affinity list is water, fire, wind, electric, ice, and earth. So it's interesting, they don't have a grass type equivalent. They just have earth, which I'm assuming will cover that. So here are the groups: fire, water, wind, electric, ice, and earth. Shadow creatures have 1 or 2 affinities, each from a different group. This means that certain combinations are not possible, like fire, water, earth, electric, etc. Okay, so you have to have 1 from each. Okay, so you can't have, for example, a wind ice type. Water is good against fire. Fire is weak against wind. Fire is strong against wind. Sorry, water is excuse me. Water is strong against fire, weak against wind. Fire is strong against wind, weak against water. Wind is strong against water, weak against fire, etc. So these arrows, so fire beats wind, wind beats water, water beats fire. All affinities have a complement. A complementary affinity is the affinity that each affinity is strong against. For example, wind is the complementary affinity of fire. When it comes to affinities, there are 2 multipliers to be aware of. SAM, same affinity multiplier. If you attack with a creature that has the same type, you receive 1.5 times. So it's stab from Pokemon, same idea. And then CAD is complementary affinity divider. If you attack a creature that has the complementary to the move that you are performing, you receive 0.75. So it's not very effective, essentially. On the other hand, a wind creature attacks an electric... No, okay, so that's something that's different. Hitting something with... Wait. For example, if you are attacking a creature with a water affinity with a fire attack, this attack does 0.5 times as much as it would usually do. On the other hand, a wind creature attacking an electric creature would have no modifier. So I'm wondering, is there no super effective either then? Because it doesn't seem to mention. So does fire not do extra damage to wind, or does it? It doesn't seem to mention here. That's something we'll have to explore in the future. But yeah, so we got a little more Twitter stuff to go through. Unfortunately, we don't have any gameplay trailers or anything for this game, so I can't really go through a trailer with you guys. That's the only thing that sort of makes it a little more difficult for me to do these Monster Tamer showcases on games that don't have trailers. I feel like I'm not being entertaining enough, but I definitely wanted to talk about this game because it's something that you guys need to see. So as you can see, all these animated sprites are very nice. We got the fish creature. He's probably going to be the thumbnail because he's sexy. We've seen these. We've seen these. Seen these. They did some naming contests. That's another thing. Definitely join their Discord because you can... they're doing naming contests in there too. And follow them on Twitter so you can do stuff like that as well. Oh, frog dude. It's looking pretty cool. I'm excited for the alpha. Oh, this is fan art. The person who made this is amazing. Like, look at this. So nice. Got, whatever this thing is. Octopus thing. Some GIFs. Monsters that we've seen. And that pretty much takes us to the top. So again, follow them on Twitter if you're interested. What I did want to showcase now is the original soundtrack for the battling. So we're going to play that, and then that'll sort of take us to the end of the video. So I'll take you guys off with that. So let's go back here. It's honestly, it's really good. So yeah, guys, I don't want to make the music play the entire time, but yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the music. I personally think it's really nice. It doesn't feel too similar to Pokemon. It feels like it really has its own unique twist on the typical monster taming battle themes that we tend to hear. It's very unique. I like the instruments. But yeah, that was what we basically know about Necromancer's Gift. If you want consistent updates, definitely check out Monster Tamer News. I'm always covering their weekly updates there. When this alpha comes out, I'll definitely be playing it. Like, that's not a question at all. But I figured this is something you guys should definitely have on your radar. So there you are. If you did enjoy the video, as usual, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out. Follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. Check out our subscriber Discord. All links in the description. Until next time, peace.